Hello there, Sir from 17 once again, introducing you to my Syndicate hard difficulty CEO rank video walkthrough. This is Milestone 12 and this is Downzone. And for the most, this is a short and simple level because it's pretty much all exposition. But the level that follows it is one of the hardest challenge-wise of the game because you do not have the abilities to breach and use the darts overlay, and you're given a really shitty submachine gun that I do not like. So make the most of this easy session because the next one's going to perhaps challenge you, maybe not. You might be, an absolute boss at games and have no issue whatsoever, but it's more challenging than the game's been so far. So firstly, you want to be assisting Rosario, get her up there so she can open the door for you, and I think there's just some platforming on this level. There's just a bit of exploration, a bit of platforming. There is some really nice looking streets that are shining with neon, and they look all run down and deprived and Blade Runner-y. It's a cool aesthetic, but there's not too much to do, and when you come through a few times, it does lose its allure because you realise that it's all just it's dressed up for the sake of looking nice and not really doing anything, not really serving a purpose. So I'm gonna talk about some future projects because I don't think I've mentioned them too much, and like I say, this is a short and simple video. There's no CEO rank either because there's no challenge to it. But I will be doing an Azura's Wrath guide. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to pick one of the bars, because I know there's a bunch of bars that each do different things. It's going to probably be the hardest difficulty, the best rank, and something to maybe hinder myself, like the hardest bar to use or something like that, just to make it a bit more fun. It's all indicative on how hard the game is, so if I'm getting challenged on hard, just getting the ranks, then that might be enough. It all depends on what it's like when I play. Mass Effect 3 is going to be a new game on Insanity. I'm probably going to play as a soldier, because I always play as a soldier, it's what I enjoy, and there's probably not going to be anything too special about that, just from a fresh save, so it's going to not have any inherited abilities or any of that shit. I'm not going to be all leveled up and stuff. And it doesn't really matter, if I'm honest, because the thing with Mass Effect is starting a new game on Insanity and playing an old game on Insanity is pretty much the same, because they do scale the levels, so either way every enemy takes a pounding and does severe damage. It's just you've got more abilities to kill them with if you carry over a character, and that's something I want to avoid, because this way it's going to help anybody starting a game regardless of difficulty. There's still a bunch of guides that are still being uploaded, so you'll just have to bear with them. I am going to be doing a no-kill European Extreme difficulty run guide for Metal Gear Solid 3, so I'm not rushing that guide at all, because I got the Metal Gear Solid 2 one up and I really enjoyed it, but the 3 one, there's no real incentive to play the game on the harder difficulty, so there's no real reason anybody's going to need the guide, so it's going to be more a luxury project than anything else. Metal Gear Solid 2, there was an incentive to play on Extreme to get the dog tags, and that's why that guide might actually come in handy, but as for 3, people will just be cheesing everything they can on easy, because why would you not, I suppose? And it'll just be like Darkness 2 at this moment in time, where no fucker's using it, which is a massive shame, because I had high hopes, but what can you do? It does actually pose an interesting question: should I change the formula of what I do on my channel? Because games themselves are getting easier. Some of them are still pretty challenging, but a lot of them, for the most, are very simple, and people are watching them because they enjoy to watch my content rather because they actually need the advice. So the choice really is, do I do a different approach to videos? Do I become more selective on what I cover? I'm not too sure. I like what I do right now, so I'm probably just going to stick with it. But I am not immune to change. I am constantly evolving, and I'm always looking for the next interesting thing to do. I've got a whole bunch of different ideas for videos. This section here, there is no way to evade this trap. I have tried. It gets you every time. I've even got all cheesy. I've even stopped the breach. Look at that. That breach was perfect, and it still didn't save me because it's preset. But that's the end of the level, guys. So thanks for watching, and you take care now.